Good morning, students. Welcome back to your maths class. Now, I hope you finished your unit test nicely. Must have scored good scores. Now, we'll start with the new chapter in our maths class, that is algebraic identities. Now, this is a very basic topic. This topic involves all the formulae itself. Now, if you master this topic properly, then half the work is done, because once you know the fundamental concepts of algebra, then you can deal with any difficult problem given to you. Children, now in this topic or in this chapter, we are going to study standard identities. In fact, you are familiar with these identities because, in fact, I have also used these identities previously in some of the topics. Now we'll be doing them in detail and learn the basics of their usage and then application. Now, first one is a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus twice ab plus b square. The second one is a minus b whole square is equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. And the third one is a square minus b square equals to a minus b into a plus b. Now, this third identity is also called difference formula because it is given you a minus b into a plus b as equal to the square of differences of two terms. So, we call it as difference formula also. Now, look, in this complete chapter, you are required to have all the formulae on your tips. Then only you can use these formulae in your exercise, because the whole exercise involves the usage and the application of the formulae. So you are required to learn them. And one thing I tell you, maths is not to be learned by heart. You don't have to mug it up. You have to learn using the formulae again and again, that is practicing it. So as you practice, you learn them or you store them in your chip or computer or your brain or your cranium, and it is stored forever, because what you have learnt in class 1 you are still using here. What you have learnt in class 5 you are still using here. Same is the case. What you are learning here will be used later on in your maths in higher classes also. So children, be careful, do practice your maths, and again and again I am emphasizing that please don't copy maths from here and there. Try to do it on your own. Of course, I am providing you few solutions, but those solutions are actually for your reference work. You need to understand the problems, you need to understand the technicality of the problem, and then do the sums on your own. Not that you copy it from here and in your maths register directly. That makes no sense. It is not going to serve any purpose, because unless and until you do a problem yourself, you don't learn it all. So please refer to these solutions and then try to do the remaining sums yourself. Now I am starting with exercise 13.1. Question number 1a. A plus 2 upon b whole square. This is the question. Now looking at the question, it strikes to you that this is a plus b whole square formula. Now here I am not writing a and b again, because a and b is also occurring here, so you might get confused. Therefore, I have taken x plus y whole square is equals to x square plus 2xy plus y square. And now you apply the same formula with the expression given to you, a plus 2 upon b whole square is equals to a square plus 2 a. In place of x it is a, in place of y it has to be 2 upon b, and I am putting multiplication sign here so that you don't forget to multiply correctly, plus 2 by b whole square. Now simplify the expression. Already you have learned the fundamental concepts of algebra in the previous chapter, and you know how to do the algebra, or the basics of the algebra were taught to you there itself. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division for algebraic expressions are already taught to you. So a square plus 2 into 2, 4a upon b plus 4 upon b square. Now this expression cannot be further simplified. So this will be taken as the final answer, because here all the terms are unlike terms, none of them are like terms. So this is your final answer. Now I have done one more part from question number 1 for you, that is x by 3 minus y by 2 whole square is to be expanded using the formula a minus b whole square is equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. What do you get is x by 3 minus y by 2 whole square. Now simplify. A square term will be x by 3 whole square minus 2 into x by 3 into y by 2. Obviously minus sign I have written here, so here you will not put minus y by 2. Otherwise you write plus here and put minus here. So be clear about the signs, because signs play a very significant role over here. If you put a single sign wrongly, everything goes wrong. Plus minus of y by 2 whole square. Hence, simplifying it, what do you get is x square by 9 minus xy upon 3 plus y square by 4. Therefore, this is your final solution for the given question. Children, I hope you are following each and every step. Now, try to do the remaining parts, at least do the odd parts in your maths register.